So when it comes to productivity, there is one productivity hack that is highly effective yet massively underutilized, and that is asking for help, whether that's at work or at home. And the reason it is so underutilized is because of all of the stories that we have around what asking for help means. And quite often it'll be a story of asking for help means I'm incompetent, it means I'm weak, it means I'm needy, it means I'm not on top of things, it means I'm not an expert in what I do, it means I'm stupid. And as a result of that, those stories stop us from actually asking for help. Now, if we don't ask for help and we've got a whole bunch of stuff that we need to do, there's only two ways that this is really going to pan out. Either you're going to have to work 24/7 to get that stuff done, and ultimately you're going to end up burning out, or you will end up trying to do 20 things at once and you'll never complete any of them because you're just juggling way too much stuff and you probably don't know where to prioritize and what to focus on, and you're going to try and focus on all things all at the same time, and then you're not going to really make any significant progress in achieving any of them. And the ultimate result of both of those things is failure, in the sense of you're just not going to achieve your KPIs, you're not going to achieve the goals that you've set yourself for that day. There are going to be instances, particularly in a working context, where potentially you are working in an environment that just does not support an asking for help culture. One of my clients was working a 100-hour week for a law firm. She was burning out. She reached out to her HR department and basically said, I'm not coping. And they turned around to her and said, well, what do you think we're paying you for? And eventually what they did was they just stopped giving her work. And within 3 months, because she hadn't done any work, because they hadn't been giving her any, they then basically pushed her out of the organization. So if you are working in an environment that doesn't support sort of like a helping culture, then you really have to assess whether or not that is the right environment for you in terms of you thriving in your goals. But on the flip side of that, you have to be able to call yourself out on your own stories. Am I not productive because of what's going on inside of my head around asking for help? And if that is the situation, think about the consequences. If I continue thinking this way, what happens to my productivity and what happens to my success? And is it possible that if I got over my ego, which essentially it is, and I started to ask for help, would I actually achieve much more on a day-to-day basis? I hope you found that useful. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you've got any advice for people who are feeling a little unproductive right now, again, please leave it in the comment section below.